Back again, it's us. Cheaply, my style, deadly. Again, we have Konene. We have Corey. Ooh, I like the K's.
You know,
Yeah.
I
It's KO,
realized.
KO.
Yeah.
So it's KO squared.
I like that.
It's KO squared.
It's not an advertisement for any brand.
We have Sultan Yusuf and Simply Me. So, yeah.
Would you rather? Very simple.
Yeah.
We'll increase the difficulty. Would you rather have soup or salad?
For breakfast?
No, that's it. So would you rather have soup or have salad?
Soup.
Why?
I love soup.
You don't like salad?
I love soup more.
Okay.
Soup.
Soup.
Salad soup.
I wish you was.
He was waiting. I saw him waiting.
I thought you were going to ask me why, and I was like, because it comes with bread.
Next.
But salad also comes with bread.
Croutons.
Possibly me.
Yeah, the croutons, yeah.
It's not the same as when you have a pumpkin
what a
soup and
kaboflo.
the kabata.
Different.
Would you rather be Nancy Grace or be married to Nancy Grace?
Who's Nancy Grace?
Okay. Would you rather be Nancy Drew or be married to Nancy Drew?
Be Nancy Drew.
Be married to Nancy Drew and not want to be anyone else other than myself.
Be Nancy Drew.
Yes, being married to Nancy Drew as well.
The men are always.
PC.
Yeah. I'm debating whether to ask this one.
Ask. Ikonini.
No, this is nasty. Would you rather know everything or know nothing?
No,
No,
nothing.
Why? That was unequivocal. That word. I think it's univocally. Or
This feels like those moments where I fucked around and found out.
No, it's a Spider-Man moment. With more power comes
Greater responsibility.
Yes, it's the same thing. With more knowledge.
Same thing. Okay, but it's more of the things I really wish I didn't know, because now they give me sleepless nights. There's just information that I wish was omitted.
You know, like how kids are. Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That time.
Literally.
I think we know everything. Most of my life is already
For me,
like that.
I'll quote Plato. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. He said he's considered knowledgeable. He'll consider himself knowledgeable because he knows one thing. He knows nothing.
I saw it coming.
Can't
Anyways.
argue that. Last one. Would you rather always be slightly cold or always slightly have the urge to pee?
Mine's easy, slightly cold. Peeing is no, slightly cold. I can cover myself.
No, but you'll always be slightly cold.
It's better than
This is-
always having the urge to pee, bro.
Slightly.
Ushaipata UTI?
Well,
Juni kama ujawai.
Na homa.
No, slightly cold could mean you're just a cold person. Because like me, my feet are always
Yes,
cold.
they have extremities.
Yeah,
really cold.
my feet are always cold, so it's normal.
Context, huh?
No, that's fine. But when your hands are cold,
Sometimes my hands are
the only,
always cold.
the only one who has a problem would be anyone else greeting me. But still slightly cold.
Imagine having the urge to always pee and then rush to the bathroom and
You'd
there's
pick
nothing.
the urge to always pee. Why?
no, I'm not. I'm just throwing caveats to your responses.
Okay.
Just to get you guys to think a bit.
It's okay if
All
you
right.
want to.
Fair.
To pee. It's giving golden showers. Continue.
All right, guys. So we've had a lot in our last two previous episodes. We've had a lot of
Habibi come to
We've
Dubai.
been able to hear what Corey and Konene think. It's been amazing. It's been a journey for me. Sultan, what to you as we are called? Continuing, Bona Yusuf.
Oh yeah, Aji, Joseph, Yusuf. Oh shit.
Yeah.
And in Cameroon, Jusubu.
It's how do you call mandazi in our language?
Can dance.
Anyways, it's fine. Yes, can dance. At first I thought it was a dancing style, and then I got really shocked that people are going for tea, and I'm wondering why is no one breaking the moves. And yeah, nikaitwa kando nikaambiwa.
Ni mandas.
Anyways, Do you think there's a proper reading culture in Kenya?
A proper reading culture?
Yes. Is there any reading culture? Not even proper. Let me take
No.
Hey, that one was fast.
Yeah.
Author?
I have a justification for it.
Okay.
Even politicians know this. If you want to hide things from Kenyans, you put them in print.
Put them in. Agree.
You gazette notices, and unless it comes on Twitter
Or
or TikTok, or
that's
and you
really
see that only targets like the middle class.
Yeah.
You know, the people who are able to afford to be on Twitter and know where to get these resources, follow the right people.
And it must also be trending.
Yeah, but I think about my show, and I'm like, yeah, she'll go to a Huduma center and she'll be told you need to pay 2,000, and she'll get shocked to replace her ID because she didn't know. Exactly. Yeah.
Liv, at least your shusho can say she's old. She has a reason for that. I know age mates will still be shocked.
Exactly.
I shall not say it.
Yeah.
Let's continue. You?
I would say the same thing as well.
No. Damn. I think I need to expand my horizons.
Same, because for us, I think with the people I surround myself, we have a reading culture, we have book clubs. So I find myself reading a lot. So I thought it's something that happens everywhere, but ignorance is bliss again. So probably we need to do more.
Okay. I actually thought people in Kenya read.
Yeah.
I thought I was the only one who doesn't read. So anyways, that's fine.
That's what I'm asking, because even on Reddit, you can find a Reddit Kenya club for reading books, and they give you suggestions. Even my TikTok suggestions sometimes are books that you need to read, books that either whatever genre, if you're looking for a self-help book, if you're looking for spiritual books.
Yeah.
But I think it also starts with, for me, it became more profound when I started my spiritual journey, because that's when now we used to do a lot of Bible study. We'd create journals with the Bible in it. So with time, you realize reading has more density than the visual aids and all that. So yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, caveat.
Yeah.
How many Kenyans read the Bible?
I'll get to that. Let's hold that.
Because reading culture, it's like,
I'll get to that.
Goddamn.
And I'll explain. It was actually one of my next questions. I'll get to that. Hold that thought. Now, I was running a study. I think you know. I asked him, but I'm not sure. We speak about 10 million things during the day, so we forget to answer all the questions. I guess men, huh? But do you think it's the same amongst both men and women, or ladies? I mean, male or female? And then I can showcase to you what my study, what results it showed. Like, do you think reading amongst ladies and reading amongst gents is the same? No, of course, Conan would say no. I'm not shocked.
I don't know. I am honestly not sure.
Sultan, Yusuf.
I'm thinking if there's even one gentleman in my book club, and there's none.
Okay.
I'm thinking in the context of my Boda guy.
Yeah. I love
that,
you.
That's a general, that's a resounding population. Like, he's a depiction of the greater populace. And I'm thinking, in that homestead, chances are the wife is the one who reads more. She's probably the one who reads the letters that come from the school, the kids' homework, the Bible. His work is to make decisions based on the information that she provides.
Fair enough.
So I think if we were to really narrow it down to man versus woman in this country, then overwhelmingly, and even in the church, I mean, with that context of the Bible, ladies are more of the population in the church.
Me realizing most people don't have the skills of attention to detail, because we even forgot, we lost our reading culture. Because if you read more, probably you'd pay more attention to every detail that works around you.
First,
Yeah.
it's actually true. I realized guys don't read. Because when I was asking, I was just asking amongst my circles, and I'll say what I was asking. So I asked, do you read? And then what genre, which is my next question. And guys, most of my fellas were like, hey, first of all, guys, I think are traumatized from answering questions they have no idea have come from. They're like, hey, bro, what is going on? I was asked if I am unwell a couple of times.
Should we give her the context? I feel like we should give her the
I would
context.
want to hear.
Just lift your bucket hats.
Oh my.
Oh, sorry. I recently shaved my hair, so just
So
in case
people
I had
are like, does he have cancer?
So you can
Then he
imagine.
comes and asks, "Oh, do you read?" It's like, is this guy preparing his eulogy or what?
So stuff like that. And
Yeah. He video called me to show me.
Yeah.
And then ushaiona ile utaki kuongea uongo lakini your facial expression is just off. Uko like, are you happy?
Are you okay
Is
with
this
what
what
you've
you
that's
done?
why she asked me, "Are you happy?" I'm like, really connected.
Because
Anyways,
Oh, because like babes cut off their hair and they're like,
yeah.
and funniest thing is, I noticed it's an actual thing. Like cutting hair is a significance of change. Like it's energy that you feel to start.
Oh.
When
Yeah, you actually feel like a
interacting.
rebirth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I know of a lady who said that she cut off her hair to signify cutting off 3 inches of something else.
I cut off my hair to
The
signify.
thing is, I knew both of them, so I was just there like, hey, this guy.
You missed that one. Let's continue.
So
Let's
you don't
continue.
realize.
So yeah, so it is more amongst the women. So this one I won't ask. It's fascinating that I found when I was asking what genre most women like. I found that women like more emotive, fantasy and fictional books. Before I continue that, men told me the reason they do not like to read
The Lulu is
because
the
we are-
Lulu.
Yeah, the Lulu. I'll get to it. It's because men are more visual. I guess.
So we want a picture
So we
book.
like documentaries and stuff like docu-series. So I was like, damn.
Or even in the context of nerds and comic books,
And comic books.
the overwhelming
Because of visual
demographic is these guys.
aids. Yeah. Because of visual aids.
Like if you go to a comic con, like for every 7 guys, there's maybe like 3 babes.
Me realizing we used to have this culture with a friend of mine. On Sundays we used to read. I'd come with a novel, he'd come with a manga book.
Yeah.
And his is big. And I'm like, we have all Sunday, but he will finish it before I finish mine. Because mine is wordy. His is just mostly graphic.
Visual aids.
Wow.
Yeah. First time I've done a study for this podcast, and it was one of the best things.
That's fantastic.
It's yeah.
I have a question to ask now in
Yeah,
that
ask.
case. Have you read the Adventures of Tintin?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I
okay.
loved it. Yeah.
Okay, have you read the Adventures of Tintin? No.
Pass.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
So what was all that
fantastic,
stuff for?
Okay.
No. Because I was thinking, is it the book I bought Liam the other day? So yeah. Yeah.
The nephew, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to force him to read, man. Hey.
So, yeah. So I found that ladies or the female human being likes to read more emotive, fantasy, fictional books, and guys like autobiographies, self-help, inspirational, philosophy, history, such kind of books. And I was asking why.
Yeah, something about the guys with the self-help books. It
And I'll
actually
explain
annoys
to
me
you
at some point.
Why? For most, not all. A lot of the ladies told
feel
me
so
that
attacked.
reason. Yeah, it's amesema na machungo.
No. With even that statistic, because I fall squarely in that demographic.
It's everyone, including myself.
Every guy that I've bought a book
myself.
for that read actually say they want a self-help book. Nobody
myself.
asked. And if I buy books for ladies, I'll find romance, I'll find thrillers, I'll find fictions.
Most of them told me, one, like to read that because it is an escape from reality. A huge chunk say it intrigues them. So I like to think it's because women are more imaginative. Like they like to live in the horizons of their imagination.
Careful.
However you choose to
Yo.
interpret that, yeah, I am dancing with
You're
I'm
dancing on
wallowing
that
in the
line.
Yeah.
It's
So-
true, but
So yeah.
how you phrase it is more important than what you
So
say.
they like it, and that's what captivates them. The one thing I found that is consistent amongst both is the fact that both people actually read a lot of African literature, which is really impressed by.
Yeah.
I didn't expect. I didn't think that, because nothing of the African sort is actually properly supported anymore, from music to films to. So that was really interesting to me. But you see, it was a small study amongst my circle, so again, there's bias in that. So I'd like to ask, to confirm that this is the case, tell me, what are your favorite books and why? Let's start with the ladies. I mean, we already know Sultan likes what he likes. He's already said that he's in the demographic. So what are your favorite books, if you have any?
I want to talk about. Okay, I have shit to say.
Okay, then we'll get to that, as you say.
I'm not sure if I fall within the same study
Of course.
you've made. I
most.
started by reading. Oh wait, I did start by when I was in high school. I loved reading I was among the few that were reading Vampire Diaries and Harry Potter at that time.
High school was lit. High school was, high
Like
school
perhaps
experience was lit.
when you're told I couldn't fall asleep if I was reading that. And then right now, I think I'm reading more on the self-help books, books that are actually a bit more about philosophy, about life, understanding myself and even other people's stories. I think I've segued into this particular genre. The romance bit, I feel, has become a bit repetitive for me because I can tell the storyline. It hasn't changed. Even in movies, you find ends up being the same thing. So I don't know, I'm just veering more onto this other side.
So it used to awake your mind, but doesn't. So it's not challenging your imagination anymore.
Not anymore.
Okay. That's the reason for the change. So she was in a demographic and then changed.
Yeah.
Konene?
I read, like, it's just like my music, mini chokora.
Tenda kila mahali.
Yeah. But to be honest, of late, okay,
range.
when I was young,
That's range by then.
I actually read Harry Potter when I was in like class 6, all the volumes.
Same.
By the time I got to high school, my favorite author was Sidney Sheldon. And then now, okay, I tried the self-help books and then I realized I changed for a week and then I'm back to my old self. So, shit, I don't like them anymore. Right now, weirdly, for the past, I think 2 months, I've been reading set books.
The ones guys are reading in high school.
I missed that.
Says that you're prepared for.
I
so
missed
true,
that.
like-
In fact, I started yesterday. I was just thinking,
Damu
I'm
news,
like,
damu news.
We read that for
to
fun.
be honest, I don't read in Swahili.
Oh.
Swahili was my worst language.
River
so
and the Source. That's one of the most boring books I've
that's
ever read.
one of the books I love. I love River and the Source, mostly because of Akoko. Oh,
That
Akoko
was
was
one
like
of the
my
most boring
character.
books.
That lady was
Didn't have
wild
depth.
though.
I love
Yeah.
I remember the energy I felt reading about her and I was like, this woman.
That's
I think
why.
it's
I wanna be
because
that.
in that book we romanticized it because we kept on having exams about it. It allowed us to expand. It was like a book club for 4 years.
I actually
And
know.
that's what made River and the Source interest. The book was
It wasn't shitty. It's just right now I'm realizing it really killed all the male
That's
characters.
the thing, yeah. Like, we can't relate. Fishbone, war. This
People
is
thought
so
it was
randomly.
like it's not.
I missed set books. I missed the plays for set books to the point I was actually calling my friend who goes for plays and I'm like, Akusiniache play.
You see,
Siniache. Like, I miss those plays.
the depth. Let me compare it to Betrayal in the City.
Okay.
Caucasian chalk circle. The main character
Oh,
is
Caucasian
a
was
lady.
good.
It's all
Caucasian
bad.
circle.
You like books that I never understood.
Yep, I loved it as well.
I
Yeah.
never understood like River and the Source. That's why it was really hard to finish. If you look at it first time around, you took too long
I
to finish
finished
the book.
it within
And she
2
also
weeks.
she rushed towards the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Because
Like,
we
it's
wasted
very
time
rushed.
like African films
Yeah.
before doing a lot of nothing.
And then the last 20
Maybe
Really?
minutes.
Have to
no. I
Everything
actually
makes
had
sense.
her talk and she talked about the fact that when now it was formed into a book for schools, they had to
Condense
minimize
it.
it. It's actually larger than what you think. It's
Have you
more.
read that book?
No, apparently you can't even find it anywhere because I've tried looking for it, but it's more than what we
now
were
it's
given
funny,
in
that's
high
fine, it
school.
makes sense.
Yeah, I loved it. Kifo Kisimani. Okay, Swahilis were good. Kwanza, I think my favorite in Swahili was Dar es Salaam Usiku. That one was lit. But I think back then in high school, my hormones were everywhere, so that's why I liked them. So, but I miss plays. I love plays.
It's wild. So I'll go fast so as you can finish since you have a lot to say.
I have a question to ask them. Do you girls have a Wattpad era?
Yeah, I still do.
I did.
Okay, wait. Writing and
Reading.
or reading? What was on
Reading.
Yeah, but they were shit.
They
Still
were.
are.
I've
Very
never been
much
able
teenage.
to read. I can't. Physical books for me.
Right now, I'm into audiobooks. In fact, like when you guys were asking about the Bible, I've tried reading the Bible physically. Sometimes I find, and I need to actually pinch myself because of this, I don't want to read the Bible because I have free time. I want to prioritize it. But because most of the time I'll probably feel lazy to read the book, I love podcasts. So there's this podcast of a guy who's doing 365 days of the Bible. And now he's kind of made it into a whole storyline. So it's not just, you don't start with Genesis and finish with Revelation. It's a whole thing where he's twin, so that it's more of whatever verses have the
What's the
same.
name? Yeah, send it to me.
Here it is. Actually, it's in like I haven't. This one.
Oh, this guy. I
Yeah.
know this guy. For the mic is
Mike Point. It's
and
good.
he's
It's good.
Hey. Yes.
And then I think my other read is
Rebel in
Pastor
the Air.
Rick's Daily Hope, because he makes you actually think about life. So, like right now, when you're talking about purpose, I was like, I know my purpose. I know my purpose is, for now in my spiritual alignment, I know my purpose is to share the word of God, but I can't be a preacher. I don't have that power. I can't be so how can I make myself in whatever I do on a day-to-day basis speak more of the word or show God's presence in me? Yeah.
Mind blown. Yeah, that's quite fascinating.
But you see, that's exactly what Exodus is all about.
yeah.
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 So for me, my 3 favorite books. Funniest thing is one, like I was saying, let's get back to it. Only like 2 or 3 people mentioned the Bible as a book. And I was like, also got very interested.
bestseller.
Yeah, I got very interested. It's that it's because of the piety in carrying the Bible. Like people don't even put it with other categories when they were asking. And most of these people read the Bible daily. So that when I was young, that was a book I read the most. Not even for spiritual reasons. I just wanted to. One, the stories in the Old Testament always fire. 2, yeah.
Because they always ended in fire.
Well, and then the New Testament felt like a self-help book. It made me think it, and then it was always a matter of interpretation. So I'd get to podcast it with my friends at a young age. I liked that. And I was like, oh, that's how you feel about this? Okay, yeah. Aside from that, my 2 favorite books would be How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, because of how I feel like that's how I've always lived my life. Before thinking outwards, understanding people, which is why I think I give answers in the manner I give. The second one would be Ikigai. I think it means purpose in Japanese, and it challenging me for that, which is why I get out of bed every day. And similarly, as like she said, what to be, this one is something I got from this research. I'd like to read it. It's Zahir. Zahir in Arabic means to be present, what is that which can't be changed. And this guy loses his wife. So why did my wife die? So it ties down to the purpose, and I remembered it while she was speaking. So that for me is what I like. But yes, I rest in autobiographies. The same. I'm the same demographic. Why? Because I feel like it challenges my mind when I'm reading the books. Others, I'd rather watch a movie, like visual. Like I found nearly quite.
The books are better than the movies, though. It's
Definitely.
like Bridgerton. Have
Agreed.
you read Bridgerton?
Even the Harry Potter movies.
Then Harry Potter.
Ooh.
Harry Potter is one of my favorite movies. But
Game of Thrones
it
as well.
doesn't come close to what both.
Even 50 Shades.
Even 50 Shades, yeah.
The book is much
The
better
book is.
than
Yeah.
I think this is why women love it, because as you read the words, you feel it. So the movie doesn't give you that.
Konene with another funny thing said,
What emotions are you going through?
No, I get it. And I'm saying this realizing the disappointment, Vampire Diaries, and what happened.
yes. That's why I don't. If I've read the book first, it's really hard. Harry Potter is the only series where I read the book and watched that I'm not I'm okay.
I remembered something, me and my TikTok addiction. There was a guy who finally read the books his wife was reading. And trust me, it improved the relationship by 100%. I'll share that. I'll share. Because he actually saw what the wife sees in the things she reads. So when she requests for something, he'd just do it without the feel of the novel. But now after he's reading the novels, when she requests for something,
It's really in
it's
tune,
given
like,
in
yeah.
tune and in the context of what he's read about.
Take note, guys.
And I was like, that's the perfect relationship when both of you read.
Isn't that not bread and butter?
But you see, that's because he cares about his wife. So
That's
the thing,
yeah.
He might not really enjoy the books.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He wants
So
to
nowadays,
enjoy
even
the
how he makes her bubble bath, it's more inspirational. It's not just water, bubbles, blah,
That's a
dad.
great man. I think it's on you as you.
As I wind up, I think a book I enjoyed, but I guess this is like some sort of like selfish reason, I guess. Jose Mourinho. So his autobiography. I mean, he was very influential in many ways with how it is that I enjoy football. Why I support Chelsea. Okay, I started supporting them because they wear blue, to be honest. That's That's the entire reason. That's the entire reason.
And he forced his entire family to support. I feel.
They do, and they still
It's how they
And
cramp,
yeah,
in
no,
a club with the Buddha guys to watch that game.
I don't think Man United fans can talk jack shit, but it's okay.
Yeah, just be quiet.
Just because
walking
you're an
around
Arsenal
wearing
fan and
the reflectors.
and you're
You know,
winning
the just
season.
Nikaile reflector, Kenya Police. Anyway, so
Bora tuendeshe boda.
ni sawa, ni poa.
At least tunawa rest.
Ni sawa.
Hey.
That's a good one.
Sawa.
Actually, a smart one.
Tuko Nyashinski na washika bila kuvalia navy blue.
Bas.
Kebs, it's not their quality. Anyway, so that and how you can position yourself, you can fake it before you even make it. Because this guy is arrogant, like proper arrogant, and he made it happen. That, you know, he backed up the arrogance as well with the accolades and all the things that he used to do. And also, like, as a point to remind people, like, before you come and chat with me, there's some things that you need to have done. So work ethic is very, very important, and also how to lead and inspire people. So that's why I resonate with that book. Points a lot, and I guess you guys, to some degree, you can see the style of quote unquote leadership that I bring here. And yeah, anyway, my current reads, I'm really enjoying them. There are two. I enjoy the works of C.S. Lewis.
Oh, yeah.
So the Chronicles of Narnia, and the movies as well. In fact, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. It's a fantastic book
another
and
series
fantastic
that was-
film and
Lord of the Rings as well.
yeah, properly done.
Visually adapted, yeah.
The one that I struggled with was Aragon,
Not watched it.
or even the books, like they were so Aragon, Brissinger, and Eldest.
Pressing is a bit. It's
It's 900 pages, font size 8. That's too much. Yeah. So my two current reads, The Dating Blueprint. It's a bit of a self-help book. It was sent by one of the guys that I speak with, and it's very interesting. Speaks a lot to how it is that, and we've spoken about this, how it is that you can form healthy friendships that become a foundation for whatever relationship that you share eventually.
Have you had that episode yet?
Yes, it was the second episode. The issue about platonic intimacy and stuff like that, and people coming and saying, by the way, I don't think, you know, and it created conversation.
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you, and stuff like that. For me, it was this friend of mine for plain yogurt. That was the basis of an entire friendship and stuff like that. We'll get into that. But I've been blocked everywhere. It's nice to see that people do not grow
Blocking
at all.
sometimes is good for the soul.
Exactly.
I've
Yeah,
never
it's good
blocked
for your
someone, but
mental
I've been
health.
blocked. So
Yeah, it's good.
You've never blocked someone?
never needed.
I don't like, why are you blocking? Like, to just
Most
move
men
your
do this
separate
thing,
ways.
and I'm usually like, I'm sad.
We'll get into that. Let me finish. Then the last book that I'm reading, again by C.S. Lewis, which is turning out to be a favorite. It's called The Great Divorce. So The Great Divorce is about him. He puts himself in the book, and he speaks about heaven and hell. In the context of, he's in some sort of like purgatory, and the concept of heaven is, let's walk into that eternal sunrise, and as we walk to that eternal sunrise, you get a greater sense of satisfaction and being. So right now you're a bit if so you have the choice to go back to hell, which is now like earth, to what you know, or to move towards the unknown, to move towards and put your faith and trust and stuff like that. And you can clearly see, like, he keeps on bumping into people who, you know, you just have different feelings, different ideologies, you know. they'll speak of a scientist who comes to collect data, or they speak of, you know, I've come to heaven and I found the guy who killed my brother, you know, and there's that discourse, there's that conflict and stuff like that. So more of the philosophical aligning type of thing. Yeah. So I'm really enjoying the book. Yeah. So I'm reading both of them, because when I get really tired of this one, I'm like, okay, fine, let's go to the self-help. And then when I get really tired of the self-help, then I come back to
You
this
can
one
read more than one book at the same time.
at the same time. Yeah.
I also do.
Yeah.
I also do the same. It's
Yeah.
like different conversations.
Different conversations, yeah, just to keep it moving, keep it going.
Yeah. Well, thank you for listening. Please tell us what books you listen to. Read.
Or both. I mean, what audiobook I also listen to.